strong words of affirmation. It doesn't matter who they're coming from. In this case, they should be coming from you. I'm back again. Anyway, hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kathleen, for those of you that are new here, and I'm the intentional working mom and wife. And today we are going to be talking about how to be more confident. Period. How do they do it? Period. Anyway, how to be more confident. So, one thing that I want to emphasize on, and I hope this one thing is helpful to you. Confidence is not something that anybody, I feel, is born with. Confidence is something that is instilled in you. Now, as a child growing up, this is instilled in you by your parents or your guardians or your older siblings or the people that you find that are older than you. I'm learning this now because I'm a mother, and instilling confidence in my son is something that is very important to me. So be it at play, be it when it comes to doing little chores for him to just feel helpful, instilling confidence in him is something that I've noticed really gives him courage and gives him that boost to want to do the things that he's scared to do. So taking that knowledge and that experience that I have experienced very shortly, because my son is only 2 years old, it made me think about myself, because here I just talk about my experiences, and hopefully my experiences will help you through your experiences or through whatever you may be going through if you relate to the topic of the day. Anyway, I digress. So building your confidence, how to become more confident as a man, as a woman, as a young girl, young boy, just being more confident in school, at work, in your life, just confidence, period. I think that's how they do it. So I want to talk about one thing and one thing only. Confidence comes from within. Now, some people are lucky and they had confidence instilled in them. I'd like to think I'm one of those lucky people, because I think my father really instilled confidence in all of us, my sisters and I. I'm from a family of 3 girls and I'm the firstborn. So I think my dad, having 3 daughters, just said, look, there's no way I'm gonna win at this, so I might as well just teach them to be strong, to be confident. So he always gave us encouragement in things that we were doing, always encouraged us to do what we wanted to do, be it sport, modeling, whatever you wanted to do, he would always encourage you to do it, as long as it's something that you really wanted to do. And he would support you through that process. And it's the same with my mother up to this day. My mother will support me in whatever I choose to do, whether I'm writing books and selling them on Amazon, or making YouTube videos, or I decide to quit my job and start doing makeup for TV shows. My mom will support me. And that is the kind of confidence that I'd like to instill in my son. So the trend of it all, to bring it all down together, if you are someone that has people that have instilled confidence in you, well and good, and I'm glad that you have that. I'm happy for you. And then there's another group of people that don't have people that have instilled that confidence in them. So they need that confidence instilled in them. And it's never too late. You don't have to be young or a baby to have that confidence instilled in you. This is something that you can do for yourself today, starting right now. At the end of this video, you can judge and tell yourself a few things that will give you that boost, and just start to do them slowly every day, and you will see an improvement. So one of the main things is strong words of affirmation. It doesn't matter who they're coming from. In this case, they should be coming from you. So when you think about yourself and you think about the person that you want to be, or the person that you imagine yourself to be, because everybody has got, we can call it an alter ego. And for me, I'll give you an idea of what my alter ego is. Now I'm putting this out there. So she's a strong woman, very bold, very strong not physically, but just strong emotionally, psychologically sane. And she's simple, she's elegant, she's feminine, she smells good, she looks good, she talks well, she's polite, she's respectful. And you see, that is the kind of woman that I see myself to be. Now, is that what you see? Is that what the people around me see? Maybe not. But because that is the person that I see myself as, that's the person that I strive to be every single day. So I'll wake up and I'll do things that I probably don't want to do. Like, I mean, of course, for me to reach the level of elegance or the level of, because I'd like to reach a level of simplicity in where I finally stop buying things that I don't need. Stop buying clothes, stop buying shoes that I don't need, because honestly, I don't need the latest skirt or pair of pants from Zara. I don't. To get to that level of simplicity where I'm content and happy with the things that I have, find sustainable clothing, that is the lady that I see myself to be. But my husband tells me, hell no, you ain't. Because every Sunday market, I'm there and I'm looking for something to buy. Every Zara sale, every outlet I see, I want to go to and see. Maybe I can find one thing, one cheap thing. So it's little steps that you take. Of course, now the way I spend money and the way I acquire material things has changed, because in my mind, I want to be this minimalistic, this simple woman. And so those steps come now. So I'll go into a shop now and I'll look around, because the old me or the current me, or whichever me you want to call it, loves to window shop, loves to see stuff. And then let's just say the old me will see something, and if I have the money, I will buy it even if I don't need it. But now, because I'm trying to become that woman that I see, that is simple and minimalistic and elegant and clean, I don't want to buy anything that I don't need. So I'll look at it like, does it fit my style? Is it trending, or is it like long-lasting style, like elegant, that is timeless? And if it's not, so I have this little mental check that I just go through, and if it doesn't tick at least 3 of my top 4, I don't take it and I don't do it. And slowly I'm becoming better. And I managed recently to travel out, and I didn't come back with anything new for myself. I came back with something for my son. I couldn't help it, but hey, that's what moms do. So in short, everybody has got that alter ego, that person that they want to become. Now, what you need to do is focus on that person that you want to become. What does that person do? What does that person say? How does that person talk? How does that person live their life? That you in your mind is the person you want to be. And find the things that you can start changing today, right now, to become that person. The person that you envision, are they of a certain weight? Have they lost weight? Have they gained weight? The person that you have in your mind, what kind of hair do they have? The person that you have in your mind, how do they speak? How do they operate? Are they saving their money? Those are the things that you can start implementing now, slowly but surely. Watch what you eat. Be mindful of the things that you are consuming into your body and the things that you are bringing into your space. Just be mindful that you are living the life equal to the person that you envision yourself to be, because that is your higher self. That is your higher vibration. And now you are in the present. In the present, what can you do to become that higher vibration, that higher self? And so these are the things, the aspects that you need to focus on now. And it's not easy if you have things about you that you are not comfortable with, things about you that you don't love so much. For example, you may not like your nose, or you may not like the sound of your voice. So those are things that you will never, unless you go for plastic surgery, you will never change your nose. And unless you go for some kind of vocal surgery, you will never change the tone or the sound of your voice. So there's certain things about yourself that you just have to learn to accept and say, look, this is who I am, and this is something I will never change about myself. I am beautiful, and I am worthy, and I am me in this form. This is the me that I love. This is the me that I cherish. This is the me that I honor. And so accept the things about you that you cannot change, first and foremost. And once you do that, then you can start to slowly envision and grow to become the person that you envision yourself to be. Of course, accepting some of the things that take away your confidence and take away, your esteem, that is the harder part. And for some people, depending on how grave the situation is, if you've been bullied, or if just accepting yourself and the way you are makes you depressed, or any other kind of illnesses that may derive from the way you perceive yourself, I would highly suggest that you get professional help, get counseling, get psychological help. And so just so that you can be able to cope and understand your emotions a little bit better. And then aside from that, you can start to do the little things and the physical things that can get you to the person that you want to become. So confidence is something that for sure you can grow within a couple of days. You can grow your confidence in 2 days, in a day. I'll give you an example of when I had my first interview here in Italy, and I had it while I was still in Zambia. Now, I had no idea whatsoever about the construction industry here in Europe, let alone in Italy. I was learning a little bit of Italian, but I had no idea of Italian. And so I had my interviews on Zoom. Now, in my mind, I imagined, because I say to myself, I don't want to live in Zambia anymore, and I want to experience a life out of Zambia. In this case, Italy was the country that I was envisioning. So I want to be that mom that cycles to work. I want to be that quantity surveyor that goes to the park to have her lunch. So I had these visions of myself and how I saw my life going, how I saw my everyday life being. And I couldn't have that in Zambia. So I needed to find a way in which I could get there. And you could call it being delusional. And sometimes it's important that you become a little bit delusional about the things that you really want. And so I'll constantly tell my husband, that's going to be me. Every time we visit, I'll tell him, that's going to be me. Someday I'm going to be cycling to work in this busy street. And he would laugh about it. And so I remember there was one day while we were here visiting, his sister wanted us to meet for coffee in the morning, and she came cycling on her way to work. And I remember saying, I can't wait until I'm able to cycle here. And my husband told me, but Nams, because Namonga is my other name, so he calls me Nams. He's like, but Nams, it's not going to be so easy for us to come to Italy. Yeah, we first need to find jobs. And so I said, you know what? Let's start there. And from that day, I made a mental note that I need to find a job. So anyway, 2 years down the line, I meet someone who connected me to someone, and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I had my first interview. And then I remember they asked me in the interview, but how soon are you willing to start? And I'm like, I'm willing to start when you want me to. This is someone who is in Zambia. I don't know how many kilometers away from here. Start when you want. I had no money to buy an air ticket the next day. I still need to apply for a visa if I was employed or whatever. But that's the kind of delusion that I had. That's the kind of motivation that I had to say, I want to be that person that cycles to work. It doesn't matter what I need to do to get there, I will do it. And so I entered that interview with so much confidence that I'm going to get this job, and I'm going to go and I'm going to start working in 2 or 3 weeks. Without a visa, without an air ticket bought or anything certified. I just had that interview and I knew I was going to start working. And as I had put it out there and I walked into that room and I was confident. And so they, they asked me logical questions. And oh, okay, so you're in Zambia. So what do we do now if we need your services and blah 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 blah. And I told them, look, you don't have to worry about how I will get to work if you offer me the job. You just have to worry about giving me a letter of interest, and from there I will sort it out. I will find a way to get to Italy. And my husband was at the door listening to this interview of mine. And when I was done, he came and said, but where do you get the balls to say such things, And it's just that. Sometimes you just need to gather everything up, be a little bit delusional, and just go for it. You have nothing to lose. Worst case scenario, they say no. It's better they say no than you don't try. That is what I think. And so in that meeting, of course, I didn't get the job because obviously I think I was too far, but they were interested in me and they told me, look, if you're ever in Italy or when you come to Italy within this year, let us know and maybe we can organize an interview in person. And so that interview was not a no. It gave me hope to say, look, with the information and the knowledge that I have now, I'm able to impress this number of people. So there's something in there. So that gave me that boost that I needed, and it kind of like encouraged me and gave me more confidence to believe in that person that I envisioned for myself, that I could actually become that person. So it actually starts with you. Like, have a drive, have a fire, and really fight for what you want. Like, see something, envision it, and work towards it, fight towards it. Be delusional about your life, be delusional about your aspirations and your dreams for yourself. And in that way, the confidence will come with it, because you'll be like, I can be that person, I'm going to be that person, and there's nothing that can come. Trust me, the moment you trust yourself and you believe in yourself so much, there's nothing anybody on the internet can say, there's nothing anybody anywhere can say to you that will bring you down, because the confidence comes from within. It's not confidence that's based on what the 200 people that watch your stories, or your neighbors, or your parents, or your sisters. It's got nothing to do with them. It's everything to do with you. Your foundation is so strong. You believe in yourself so much that you honestly don't need so many people to believe in you for you to do it. Of course, it's a little bit more of a boost if you have people around you that support your dreams and your inspirations. But just having you as your support system, you as your catapult, that is all you really need. You just need your confidence. You just need your trust and your belief and your faith in yourself, knowing that you are the full package. You are, my God, you are it. You are that woman. You are that man. You already are. And that's what you have to believe. I am. I see it. I believe it. I understand it, because that is what I am. And that's all you need. That is all you need.